Yeah, I'm ready.
Well, here we are on YouTube.
So Nathan, this is exciting. You're saying this is our 3-year anniversary. Did we really start 3 years ago?
Yes, technically the actual date is November 2nd. I looked at our first actual video that we put out,
Right.
landed on November 2nd. So that's the
O-
true Welpaversary, but
Okay, the first video landed on the second, but for
we probably recorded it on the first and
probably at
started the
least, if not
channel on the
before.
first.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's crazy, man. It's exciting. I know. Let's get some context here because we have new people on our channel. We have people who have joined our Welpdom in the last month,
Mm-hmm.
last year, and even the last 2 years and beyond. To those who have been here since the beginning, we know who you are. Thank you guys. You can say, "Hey, I was here since the beginning." We'd love to hear that. We're going to get to some of that early beginning stuff in a bit. But so what happened was, long story short, here's the story of the Welpdom. This is how the Welpdom started. It was I had a reaction channel. It was just called my name, Reiner Balkan. You can still see it. It's on YouTube. I haven't really done much with it lately because I've joined forces with Nathan, of course. So my free time is limited in the sense I don't have time to run 1,000 channels. But on that channel, I was doing reactions, and I had a couple patrons, and I had people say, "Hey, I like your reaction, whatever." But it's funny as time went on, I found myself, I wouldn't say getting bored is the right word, but I found myself not liking hearing myself all the time. It became to the point where I'm not very smart about a lot of things, meaning, so when I'm talking about songs, there's things like I don't know what to speak to here. Okay, so that kind of ties in a little bit. So what happened was I remember what happened. So I commented on a video that Nathan posted. So he had his own YouTube channel and he posted on something, or sorry, he posted a video of whatever it was. And I
It's still,
wrote,
sorry, that's what she
no,
said.
yeah, that's what she said, tiny. Anyways, I think Nathan, so Ryan, of course, my friend for years, has commented and he clicked on my YouTube channel and then he said, "What the heck? How does he have 6,000 subs or whatever it was?"
Mm-hmm.
And then he saw that he saw I was doing reaction channels and he goes, "Oh, what's that?" I said, "You know what? I'm getting bored right now with me just talking. Why don't you come and do a reaction with me on my channel?
Mm.
Why don't you just let's riff on a song together?" So he joined me in the journey that I was on with the bands I was doing at the time. So he did that, and it resurged in me the fun of obviously with a friend, my best friend, and having him say things that I could then speak to, and then vice versa. I would say things that he could speak to. So it
Mm-hmm.
actually just made it quote unquote easier for me and for us. And then I'm like, why don't we just do a channel together? Like, let's actually build a whole new channel together. And we didn't know what to call it. So Nathan, do you want to tell people who don't know how we came up with the term Welp? Here
Yes,
we are. Okay.
I'll explain that. But first, I got to explain something that happened
Oh, sure.
much earlier than that. So I'm 12 years old and I lived in this apartment complex, and Ryan did as well. And I distinctly remember running around, and I knew him because he we went to the same church, so I knew he was in the same church as I went to, but I hadn't actually like formally introduced myself, or he hadn't either. And I distinctly remember running around this apartment complex, and I don't even remember if it's you or I that had the paper route. Did you have the paper route? Okay, it was so it's the same scenario where he's got the paper route and he's like, "Hey, you want to join my paper route with me?" And I was like, "Okay, sounds cool." So I love that, like, our channel's this like other version of that. I've always loved that. So let's go back to a similar time. So a couple years later, after Ryan and I were friends for a few years, we were such dorks, and like we could not play a sport if our lives depended on it. And we were at some basketball tournament somewhere, and we'd been eliminated, or
No, you're right about those basketball, but we were, believe it or not, I think we are the referees for kids or coaches. We
oh,
were like,
okay,
we were helping referee, or
yeah,
I think it was at an elementary school. And I
okay,
think
okay.
we knew the sport enough that we could either referee or something. I
I
think it
can't
might have been like
believe
a
somebody
service
depended on
project.
me for
Yeah.
that. I just remember being bored out of my
Yeah, we
mind,
were both sitting
and
on the bench on the side court.
yeah, and it just started as a stupid joke because we were just bored, and there's a basketball rolling on the ground.
This is
And
key, folks. This is key. This is how the Welp started. This is
yeah,
key. So
either
there's a basketball
you
rolling on the ground. Yeah.
either you or I said it, and probably me said, "Yeah, here I am, a basketball just rolling on the ground." And it felt like for weeks afterwards,
We just kept saying,
anytime something dumb came up, we were like, "Here I am."
yeah. So we would comment on basically what's the word when somebody's inane? Is that the term, inane? When something's small and dumb and what's
Yeah.
the word for that?
Oh, I know what you mean.
Okay.
Banal.
Okay, that word too. Okay. So so anytime something was dumb, then keep this in mind.
Pointless.
We understand what we are as a channel. We know. So anything that's dumb, stupid, irrelevant, it'd always be, Welp, here I am, a basketball. No one's using me. I'm on the floor rolling around. Welp, here I am, just rolling around, waiting for somebody to pick me up. So we'd voice the character of this basketball. And we would do that for anything that was just nobody's paying attention to this thing. So we'd say, here I am, just sitting here. Nobody wants anything to do with me. And so that is why we call our channel inane. That's what I thought, Onion. It is, I think that is a word. So that's what we do on our channel. We said, what should we call our channel? We didn't want to call ourselves the greatest channel in the world or whatever. We said, here we, Nathan and I, and us as the Welpdom, all of us, here we are on YouTube. It's insignificant. It's stupid. It doesn't mean anything. And here we are on YouTube. Yeah, so Nathan and I titled it that and had fun with that. And I admit, when we first started this channel, we never thought we were going to get 10 subs, 100. Do you recall ever having a real goal in mind that we'd ever get subs or people watching our channel? Did you ever think people would subscribe to your channel?
I think we were hoping for 5,000. I think we thought at one point I was like, man, wouldn't that be cool if we had 5,000?
I think did we say that? And I remember saying to you, Nathan, don't. That's
because I always thought big. I was always like, it's gonna get big, it's gonna get huge. And Ryan was always like, nope, it's not gonna. And anyway,
it's not like quite like that. Nathan has always been, bless his heart. Nathan's always been the dreamer. He's the dreamer. So this is something you should know about Nathan. Hey guys, if you have any questions, this is just me. Just so you guys know, this is just me, Nathan. We're just there's no time limit on this. We could go for half an hour, 10 hours. What I'm saying is there's no time limit on this. We got a couple of things we're going to show and react to about our past. But the idea is just if you have any questions for us or anything you want to say to us or whatever, we'll post those on. I think I've already posted that, but you can do it again. That's fine. Nathan, let me worry about that. You're reposting things.
I was trying to star it. Usually you can put little reactions.
Okay, hey Lisa, thank you so much. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, thanks.
All right. So what I'm trying to say is ask us questions if you have any questions about anything. This is just us. We're just talking. We're just getting you. This is a chance for people on our channel to get to know us. Of course, if you've missed the live stream, you can leave us a comment on YouTube or on our Patreon or wherever this is available. And we'll definitely reply to those comments if you've missed it. Yeah, 24-hour marathon. No, I don't think so. Wow. Can you imagine? Maybe as a dare or challenge. Okay. So, thank you, History King. Welp is a unique word, so thank you. We think it's unique too, and we like the title because it just speaks to how stupid we are and our channel is, and how much I would say take ourselves seriously. Here's the thing: I'm all over the place, but that's okay. Nathan and I, what we take seriously in the sense of what we take seriously is we don't take ourselves seriously, but we also take seriously, and this is serious, about people when they spend their money, their hard-earned money on requests. So at the end of the day, our channel, how it's run, is when we first started. So this goes back when Nathan and I first started. Of course, we didn't have an audience. We didn't have anyone that liked us, liked our banter, knew who we were, and we still have people that don't like us. But we probably have just many people that don't like us that do. But so we didn't have a business model. The idea wasn't that we're here to make money. But what happened is that, as any reaction channel will tell you, what happens is you do a song, you try to find an audience with a song. Of course, there's songs that Nathan and I don't know. It's the whole point. We never listen to a song and then pretend to react to it like other channels do. But what happened was we started to get too many requests. They got to the point where if we did what everyone commented on, you'd be doing this. You'd be requesting to the point where it actually just never ends because every video has more suggestions. Those suggestions spawn suggestions. So we had to figure out a way. I hate to do this, but in order for the squeaky wheels to get their oil, who really wants to hear me and Nathan talk about a song they enjoy or a video they enjoy, right? It has to be, there's only one measurement that we can really use, that we can universally use, and it's money. So then that's how the patrons started. So that's how that works, folks. And Nathan, anything you want to say about that?
I was going to explain that kind of morphed into, we got lots of requests that actually built up. So we got to a point where we were getting so many requests, we couldn't keep up with it. We started to increase the price. That started to go. So what we've had to do, because editing that is also another part of this, right?
Right.
The editing and getting it out there. So we've hired editors now actually as part of our channel to be able to get our content out. Plus Ryan does quite a bit of editing as well. Anyway, long story short, I think we're just getting to the point that we've grown. We didn't think we'd grow this much. We're happy that we've grown this much.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's all because
Yeah.
you guys. We're nobody. We are absolutely nobody.
Yeah.
Oh, here's
Yeah.
some. This is
Hey.
from Sarah. She said, "I remember fighting for a limited spot in the before times for some reactions." Yeah,
Mm.
that's it. Those were the old days for sure. And again, we recognize that not everyone has the resources or the money to do requests. So Nathan and I have tried our best to mitigate that. When we have some extra time in our month or a schedule, we're always go, what artists have people been noisy about on our channel? And we try to do that. So it's not about making money so much as we would like to do everything. We want everyone to be happy that watches the channel. We want people's requests to be honored, and suggestions are definitely, they're never ignored.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
So I got a question. Do you know if I were to do happy birthday, is it going to get copyrighted and someone going to come at me?
What do you
Is
mean,
that
the
a thing?
actual song, or are you singing it?
Me singing it. I've heard that that's a thing. Is
Are
that a
you
real thing?
serious?
Yeah, I've heard that's a thing.
Ah,
Like, someone going to come after us for happy birthday?
who are you singing it for?
For the channel.
Oh, sorry, I thought it was. Isn't there? We could do the church version of it. That wouldn't get copyrighted.
Happy anniversary.
No,
Well,
happy. No, say, how does it go? Wait, how does it go?
happy birthday, children, dear.
Yeah, but so
Happy
it's
days
children
come
have to
to
be
you
well.
all
So
year.
what you have to replace children. Happy birthday, welcome, dear.
Yeah.
Okay, so go. Ready? Okay,
Yeah.
how's it go? You lead it.
Welpdom. No.
No, this happy birthday,
Happy
welcome, dear.
Welpaversary. Welpdom, dear. Happy
Happy
days
days
will
will
come
come
to
to you
you all
all
year.
year. If I had
I
one
had a
wish,
wish, then it
it
would
would be
be a happy
happy.
Welpaversary to you from me.
Oh, it's terrible. All right, that won't be dinged. The church version of the birthday song. Okay, so speaking of a couple things, let's go back in time, Nathan. And so when Nathan and I, like I said, when we first started, we didn't think anyone would watch our channel, and a lot of people really don't watch our channel compared to some other channels. But in retrospect, I can't believe we have as many subs as we have on our channel and supporters on our Patreon. And so we did a video. Oh, sorry, go ahead, Nate.
Oh, I have an update.
Oh,
Our current subs are 20,832.
okay. So we're journeying to 30. So are you? We're not going to hit 30 by Christmas, but what do you think? Here's a question:
No.
what do you think we'll have at the end of the 2024? There's a question.
So by next Welpaversary. Here's what I'm guessing. My prediction. I see. Last Welpaversary we were at 10, and we doubled that.
Are you were 10 at?
I think we were 10 or 11.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So again, the growth
we doubled in a year. So if I was to make a prediction in 1 year, 12 months from now, I'm going to be classic Nathan. I'm going to double us. I'm going to put us at 40.
Oh wow, 40. You think we'll be at 40?
Yep.
Okay, we got a question here. Questions are coming in, Nathan. You ready?
Okay.
So we got a question here. You want to bring that up?
Which one? Favorite song from Louis?
Yeah. So
favorite Louis song from Faith and Future.
Yeah, I'm just bringing up the title tracks because I always forget titles, like tracks of songs. I'm terrible with because I just listen to things on my phone and I don't look at the titles that come up. But I do have a couple that definitely stick out, and I think people who've watched our reactions will know it's already about me. I love Silver Tongues first and foremost. I think that's probably the best banger on the album. I love that song. I feel like it's too short, even though it comes in at 3.5 minutes. I just feel like it's just such a great song. Common People, Chicago, and of course, Bigger Than Me. Look, it's a fantastic album in general. Yeah, Nathan, do you have anything that sticks out for you on top of your head, or
Bigger Than Me?
Yeah,
Bigger Than Me is my absolute favorites. Mostly because that entire song speaks to things that I believe in. I love the idea of understanding the world's a whole lot bigger than you are, and finding your place in it. So yeah, it's one of my favorites.
Chrissy says that hers is written all over my face.
It's one of the songs.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, thank you very much. We got a super chat there from Joseph Spiegel. Thank you,
man.
Thank you very much.
Live long and prosper. I'm gonna give you one of
Yeah,
those
I
back.
think I could do. Oh, I could almost do it. There you go. I could do it without. There you go.
Mhm.
I did it without using my hands. There you go. Live long and
Hey!
prosper to you, sir. Thank you very much. If you want to give us a super chat, that'd be wonderful. If Joseph did there. Thank you so much.
I'm gonna answer this one
Yeah, of
here.
course.
What's my favorite poem ever? Oh yeah, that's right. I did help you with that. Man, that's a tough one. I don't reveal this very often, but it's a long title. It's called Lines Written Above Tintern Abbey on the Banks of the Wye, 18 something. It's William Wordsworth. It's a long title for a poem. You can just look up Tintern Abbey, William Wordsworth. Oh, that one is gorgeous. You don't want to talk about like gorgeous writing, a man who's inspired. Oh, I love that poem. Yeah, one day I'll do a video on my channel about it. But yeah, that's easily up there in the top. But I could go on. I'll resist.
Actually, I have want to hear my favorite poem.
Okay, let's hear it.
It's actually one of the earliest versions of this poem, Nathan, was found in 1879 in the Pearl.
Oh, which
Yeah,
one? What is it?
it's there was. Sorry, I just get nervous when I'm on camera. There was a young man of Nantucket who went down a well in a bucket. The last words he spoke before the rope broke were "Arsehole, you bugger, and suck it." That's one of my favorite poems.
Oh, it's a classic.
Why did anybody ask me what my favorite poem was? That's yeah.
Because you're not okay. On this topic, I do want to say something.
Oh,
So I'm about to make a big change. I already did make a big change. Some of this, I taught English for 19 years. And then in June, I left teaching largely due to just stuff I was going through at the time. And I pursued a career in videography. So on my other channel, I do wedding videos and videography for people. And that's been medium successful. I'm not like raking in the cash from that, but I have been able to get some contracts here and there. Lately, I've decided to make a big change, and I'm starting to make I got a new channel that I'm promoting. It's all about education, and it's targeted at teachers and students and people just trying to learn English language arts stuff. And yeah, so that's about to drop here in a couple of days. Look for The Natural Classroom. That's the name of the channel, and it's coming soon to a social media near you.
all right. We've got some more questions. Thank you, Nathan. Yeah, thank you. And he'll plug that accordingly in our socials for sure when that gets up and about. Join our Discord, folks. Join our Discord. Free to join.
Yeah.
And people are saying they love that. Okay, so here's the question. Now, I won't. Steph, her last name is Welper, by the way, folks. This is not a joke. That is her
Yeah.
last name. It's amazing. Steph just had this to ask a favorite song from each Five Sauce album you've reacted to. So, for the sake of time and just make sure there's a lot of albums, I'll pick Five Sauce 5, their latest album. For me, from that album, there's two that come to mind. I love that album. I think it's funny when I first started listening to Five Sauce, I was like, we always enjoyed them, and I thought I liked certain albums better than Five Sauce 5 because we heard things out of order. But as time has gone on, it's still their best. I think it's their best album. I think it's the sound and direction I really hope the band continues to go in. So Me, Myself, and I, and Take My Hand, those back-to-back songs on that side one or side A are bangers. But it's a great album overall. Love it. And yeah, Nathan and I saw them live in the summertime. It was fantastic.
I agree. But my favorite song of theirs of all is Young Blood. I don't know why when that song comes on, I just the hairs stand up. It's gets me in all the right places.
All right, good question here from Ludorable. They said, Ryan, the most annoying thing about James Corden. I'm not sorry, LOL. Of course, I won't go too much in my rants about James Corden. Okay, here's the thing about what I despise a lot in anyone, whether you're a celebrity or just a little peon like me and Nathan, is disingenuous behavior. Being disingenuous to a certain degree to your public, to your friends, to your family, and then at the top of that maybe not being nice. Like we're all imperfect, and I know it's a term we use all the time, but I know Nathan's a nice guy, and I like to think I'm a nice guy, and I like to think my family or friends are nice people. Like most of us are just trying to go about our day, just don't want to cause friction. We're just trying to go about our day and not give the guy the finger on the highway. We're trying to not be that. I think most humans try to operate at that level, but you get some people who are you just hear enough stories from John Q. Public about certain celebrities where there's smoke, there's fire. Like they can't all be lying just to bury James Corden. There's literally Reddit threads dedicated to exposing his douchery. And then on top of that, the greatest sin he creates on top of that, he's just not funny. So you got a guy his job is to be funny. but he's disingenuous. He's not very nice to the public, and it might be nice to some celebrities because it ingratiates himself. But that I don't tolerate. I like people who are nice because they're nice people, whether they're rich, poor, famous or not famous. And yeah, so I have a hard time. I think that's at the end of the day. Then his greatest sin on top of that is he's not very funny. Bill Cosby's funnier. Bill Cosby's he's done some terrible things, but I can still listen to a Bill Cosby album and laugh. Like, I'm sorry. Anyways, all right.
Should I have a thing when I think you've gone too far?
No, I don't think so. There's nothing. I don't go too far.
No, but just in case.
Oh, sure.
How's this?
No, get that out of there. That is Nathan. Come on.
I didn't think you went too far, by the way.
I just want to show that. Is that the shut up Ryan? Okay, so Nathan, did you want to share? Actually, no, I want to share the video first of when we've hit our 500 subs.
Oh,
so
yeah.
This was created probably almost 3 years ago. Keep in mind, I haven't seen this video since we did, Nathan. Have you watched the video since we made this video? It's only available on our Patrons. Okay, people love that.
No. Before we do that, let's come back to this question.
Okay,
when we're done. Yeah, I like.
Oh, okay, yeah. If we miss your question, just ask it again if you really want us to ask it. If too many come in at once, so we might miss it. Okay, all right. So here is the video. Hopefully, it's not too long. I don't even know how long it is of us talking about our first 500 subs. Oh boy, this is gonna be embarrassing. I don't know if I want to watch this. I think I'm wearing the same hoodie I always wear too. No, actually, it's a different hoodie.
So I just wanted to say to our subscribers, we just crossed the 500 threshold, which is, for me,
I did the Trump dance. That's the Trump dance. Oh, that's hilarious. Okay. All right. So Nathan, that's a nice length of hair there. Let's see. Who wants Nathan's hair back that way? I like that. It looks sharp there. You look good.
What, longer?
No, it looks like it's short in the back because you got the curls. Like you've got the.
I can't tell. Sorry, I've got it smaller. Okay.
It looks like your hair is not as long. Look, you look handsome as always, but I like your hair short like that. Not short. I look like the same stupid short hair.
Wait, zoom in on your face there.
No, we're not zooming in on anything. Just yeah. Oh yeah. You want to take a screenshot of that?
It's incredible to me because if you see my other channels, I've got 20 subscribers and another.
Oh, it's funny. You got 20 subscribers. Yeah.
The one I've got 4.
Hasn't grown that much.
Have we? Maybe Joe just says we were children. Hey, this is 2.5, 3 years ago. Have we aged that much? Has our channel aged us? Maybe that's possible. I
want to hear what I say.
On, and I thought that was pretty good for having a channel for 4 years. In 2 weeks, we've got 500 subscribers, and I'm.
It was 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Oh,
Within
wow.
2 weeks, we had got 500 subscribers.
Well, what happened to our channel?
A lot of it was carryover from your channel. Yeah,
maybe that's true, but still, they didn't have to come over.
That's true.
So there were those. Some people. Yeah, we'll talk about that later. Yeah.
Excited about that. Yay!
Yes, I did my Trump dance.
Oh, I did say it. I said.
Did he do a dance like that? He did a dance like that. It's a great dance.
Oh, that's
because I'm old too, and I hurt my back doing that. But yeah, I would like to also echo what Nathan just said. Nathan and I are really thankful that we have any subs. We don't expect anyone to even watch our videos, and we appreciate those that do. Yeah, we just want to say this is just a thank you, and we hope you'll join us in the future as we just listen to new music. So basically, the whole idea of this channel is.
I'm nervous. What I'm about to say here. What is our goal here?
Yeah.
What did we say to our 500 subs? The goal of our channel was all these years ago. So this was like 3 years ago, almost minus 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Wow.
Nathan will listen to new music that I share with him. I will listen to music that he shares with me, and we're going to share other videos that we enjoy, think are funny. And
that was right, because we didn't have anyone giving us suggestions. So we just started off with just us sharing music with each other, hoping that
here. Yeah.
Thank you, History King. And if anyone knows the history of how we should look, it would be the History King.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you, History King. So yeah, your hair's just longer. Thank you. We've aged okay then.
Whew.
Okay.
Dodge that bullet.
It's just, in some ways, it's like us watching the other one react, and you get to watch us react to that person. And then some videos will be ones that we react together that we both haven't seen or heard. And it's just a couple of guys hanging out again. It's like Nathan and I are going back to our past as teens, hanging out and just having some laughs and sharing our journey. And we're just doing it on YouTube.
Yeah, pretty excited, eh? It makes you wonder why our channel hasn't grown yet. Oh boy! Oh, look at my face there. That's horrible. You gonna screenshot that, Nathan?
No,
Here,
I'm
look,
not
I'll
kidding.
do it for you. I'll do it for you.
I figured you'd do it anyways.
I'm gonna do it. I don't mind laughing at myself. Look at that stupid face. What an idiot. All right.
Okay.
That's
Oh,
it.
Here we are.
So if you tell your friends about us, keep liking us, subscribe, all that stuff, bell, rings, whistles, whatever it takes. So we know we got
smash it. Just smash it. Oh my goodness.
smash that like button. Just smash it. Okay, Nathan, that's enough. People have already stopped watching because the average attention span of everyone's like 20 seconds. Enough. I get it. Thank you. Thank you. That's why we started doing that on some of our videos. Is we'll say if you made it to the end, what's our keyword? Because Nathan and I do watch the algorithm things. People's attention spans is horrible. They're like,
oh yeah,
yeah. Go ahead and speak to that if you want.
I don't know if people ever, if you have a YouTube channel, or if you've ever thought about doing a YouTube channel, one of the great things that YouTube has is analytics. So you can actually look at what happens in the video, like graphically, so you can see it. And what usually happens in the first 10 seconds is it just like drops off of a cliff, because when you click on the channel, oh, it's two white guys and they're stupid and I don't want to watch it. So it just goes down. And then the funny part about watching those analytics is you can see graphically where people skip and watch the rest of it. So they'll skip the part of us like explaining the intro stuff, and then you'll see it bump up when the music's playing, and then it drops off afterwards after the music's over. So literally what the majority of people are doing
is watching this.
They see these two guys, oh, I don't like this, skip to the part where we go, and then drops off afterwards. It's so funny.
Let's just see how this ends here. I'll move it off. Bye. Well.
Okay, we're done.
Okay. Good. Yeah. So yeah, it is interesting. Maybe we should start a new channel where we just call it Welp. Here we are listening to music. It would just mean you do this. Just don't even say anything. Start the song.
Speaking. We're just like.
In fact, we made fun of. There was a YouTuber who did this. Remember her? What was she called? 80s lady or something? No, or was her name 90s lady or night?
Gen Xers reacts or something like that.
Okay, it wasn't reaction. So we made fun of her, and somebody got so mad at us. A few people got mad at us because they're like, "Don't you make fun of her?" Look, if you're on YouTube, make fun of us. Make fun of. Look, if you put yourself like everyone, you're fair game. You're going public. You're going to be. Look, we get critiqued all the time. We actually have a thing in our Discord where I'll post some of our worst comments on our YouTube channel. Some of them could be pretty brutal. Thank you, Natalie. She wants more of our reaction. We're not going to do that. But this lady, check her out. She's on YouTube. I don't think she's done anything in a bit. I think she stopped after we. I don't know. It seemed to her. I'm not even joking. After we pointed this out, she stopped. But she would literally, what she would do is she would put a video on, and then she'd go in the corner. I don't know if we can do it here. No, how would she do it? Yeah, it'd be like this. She'd be in the corner where Nathan is. The video would be playing to the bottom right there, and she just, not even joking, she would just point to the song and just dance. Basically, come dance with me as we listen to House of Pain, Jump or whatever. I don't know. Anyways,
it's funny. So I want to go back to some comments here. Let's go.
Of course, yeah, that's why we're here. We want to respond to the comments. That's why we're doing this.
This one.
Yeah.
Hopefully you're still around, Alice. Yeah. So there's been quite a few, actually, quite a few. In fact, I would say a vast majority of the ones that we get end up either on my phone, or if it's not on my phone, it's come up in conversations with people where someone talks about a band that they've listened to, and I'm like, hey, I totally know that band. I watched one of their videos. I would say in my top like bands that stand out for me, especially, like, I gotta mention King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna do that. Yeah,
they're like, they have such great music, great sound. It's right in my alley of the kind of sound that I really enjoy. We've had Fish is a new one for me, which I really enjoyed. And then we get into the more popular stuff, and less so in one direction, but for sure, Harry, Louis, and Niall, their music is quite profound. I really enjoy each of their solo acts. And then I'm trying to think, and then some of the oldies, like we were just starting with Fleetwood Mac right now. And every time we get a new Fleetwood Mac song, I'm just like, where were we? How come we weren't around for this?
Well, that's okay. We got to react to something.
Yeah. Phil Collins is another one I really enjoyed when we started doing that.
Okay, which also, here's a little bit something behind the curtain. If you see an artist that's on there a lot, okay, because Nathan and I, look, this just also just proves we're not quote unquote just doing it for the money. Meaning, if there's a certain artist or band, i.e., Louis, Harry, now Taylor, so some of the big ones lately, we like it. So if we don't like something, we have told people we're not interested. So if they give us money, we've refunded the money, saying, "This is an artist. Like we don't want to take your money. Like we don't want to take your money and pretend that we like something, or we don't want to take your money just to crap on it." Unless they're saying no, we've had that where people are like, "No, I want you guys to crap on this," which has happened. Not very often, but it has happened. So that being said, yeah. So those are artists that are obvious. We're not doing those quote for the money. We have enjoyed the fact we've done some of those things for free. Like we did the Louis documentary from Paramount Plus. We did it for free. Nathan and I like Louis so much that we gave that as a free reaction to our patrons, meaning nobody paid for it. We just did it on our own accord. We've done other things on our own accord, like we did Taylor Swift's 1989 Reputation tour on our own accord. Nobody paid for it. Miss Americana, our own accord. Nobody paid for it. So yes, there's definitely artists that we've enjoyed. Ones that you didn't mention that I've enjoyed, Nathan. Oh, so they took my tongue. Maybe that's about it. Those are the big ones. Definitely the big ones. For my first channel, of course, The Warning.
Oh yeah, The Warning. That's another one. We've gone and seen them live.
Yeah,
that's the fun.
Yeah, Five Sauce. Oh, of course, Five Sauce. We saw them live, and this is just crazy to us. We've seen bands live together because of this channel. It's insane to us. Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, questions are coming in here. I'm gonna.
We wish you were with us, or Corporate Goth. Yeah, we're glad you could stop in just for a little bit.
Hey, happy Welpaversary, Corporate.
And did you respond to this, J Ray? Have you all reacted to the band Fun or Bleachers? No,
never heard of them.
No,
so
let us.
Jack Antonoff. Though he worked with Taylor Swift, obviously. Taylor Swift obviously was one that for me was a surprise, because we went at it very skeptical. I was just mostly trying to answer a question about Taylor Swift, like why is she so popular? I don't understand. And then that kind of turned into this like enormous universe.
I feel bad. I just want to say to our patrons on StreamYard, I forgot to send the link to the streams, but it's gonna be it was available on YouTube anyways. But some people like to chat just in the StreamYard chat, so we'd like to thank our patrons for joining the patron StreamYard. If you want to join there, okay. Here's another question, Nathan, from Rachel. Do you guys still take album requests? I would love for you guys to react to Niall's new album.
I can answer that if you want.
Sure.
So we do it, but we don't have it priced as an album anymore. You just got to price out how many songs it is and do that.
So what happened with the album things? Believe it or not, we were charging. I don't remember what the amount was,
but we started doing albums for $50. I remember
we started with 50, which is well, it's like anything, supply and demand. Like we were just trying to build up our brand a little bit, so we did everything cheap on the cheap. But as we got quote unquote more, I would say popular is the right word, but it's just like time and money. If we had all the time in the world, we do everything for free because you have all the time in the world. But so anyways, got to the point even with the album requests, when you have 12, 14 songs, that's just a lot of time for us to record, time away from our families. And so what we've said is basically, if you want us to do an album, you just got to do it per song like you would. And what we try to encourage with that is obviously if someone doesn't want to pay $25 US per song on an album. So then you just have to say to yourself, what's 3 songs? What's the top 3? What's the 4? That's how you have to decide. So if we can't do a whole album because of the budget for people, or go to our Discord, people have pooled with other Discordians in our Welpdom. It's happened for a few things. What the One Direction concert video, I believe that was a pooled thing where people got together and everyone chipped in. So if there's a band or an artist that's usually bigger, you can go to our Discord and talk to the family there, and people can chip in. That's how we're doing it.
And I will say this about Niall's new album: there's a very high chance
we're doing it anyways, one song at a time.
Yeah. So if you know anything about our channel, Ellie, who is one of our editors, she's behind the scenes on a lot of the questions in Patreon. She loves Niall, and so we usually throw in a free one from Ellie once a month. So there's a good chance she's gonna be sending us requests that way. So it might be pieced together, but if you wanted to just get it done and group together and get a bunch of people to get it done, we could make that happen.
So if you have any questions, let us know. If we forgot your question again, if you gave us a question or something, just keep spamming us a little bit. We'll get back to it if it's something that we missed. Thank you, Joseph, for that. And I don't think we answered this one. Oh yeah, so this is from Lisa. What's your favorite reaction you guys have done? Also, are you going to do this? Okay, This Is Us. Maybe I'm torn about that. I've enjoyed the problem with One Direction at this point, and I'll just be clear, is I love the solo stuff so much in that it's hard going back in time when they were so young and they're just not that band anymore. And I know for a lot of fans, that's the band they grew up with. So it's a real
very
soft spot,
nostalgic for some people, yeah.
nostalgic. And so it's hard for me as a 40-year-old guy to look at these kids singing and trying to get it's fun, it's interesting. But when I listen to Louis, Niall, and Harry solo stuff, I'm like legitimately really liking their music and liking their songs. So it's hard. It's hard. Like we did their concert video, San Paulo, whatever that was, and that was very cool and interesting. So we did do that. It's not available yet. No, yeah, because it's a pro shot. So it's on our Patreon only, right? It's 4 hours. We did a 4-hour reaction to that concert. So I would say we're burnt out. It's just for another 2 to 4 hour reaction. It's tough. I'm just gonna be honest with you. What's your favorite reaction you guys have done? I don't. That's
Ooh,
tough.
that's such a hard question. There's been a couple where I'm like either emotionally.
Yeah, what's an emotional
blown
one?
away.
What's one that got you emotional? Do you remember? Yeah.
A couple from Demi Lovato. That's another one that's been a big highlight for me. One that I would not have seen coming. Where Demi gets very emotional in the music, and I don't know. I got a soft spot for, especially for women who are struggling or mistreated or have been tossed around by society or whatever. I find that, to me, I want to help in any way I can. So I hear that stuff. I get emotional.
So Natalie, to answer your question, start requesting them individually. Yes.
Yeah. I think that's probably the best way
Yeah.
to go about that. No.
All right. Did we miss anyone here?
No, Ellie's here.
Hey, Ellie. A lot of musicians. Oh, what's this? Sometimes Ryan is so still, I think he's frozen, but then he blinks and I realize he just doesn't move much. That's awesome. Yeah, when I listen to songs, I'm actually listening or I'm reading the lyrics. I'm trying to think. That's the thing with Nathan and I. We wanted to make sure that we didn't overreact. We're genuine. Maybe that's boring for some people. And I know, look, humans are funny. They love to live in a vacuum. They love echo chamber. They want to hear what they're thinking from other people. And this is where Nathan and I, admittedly so, maybe we definitely have upset people on our channel. People who even liked us at one point will hate us later because we don't placate the audience. Maybe we're a tougher channel to watch because we just don't. We'll even say things like, that wasn't a great Taylor Swift song. So we're not afraid to say that. We're not afraid to say One Direction, the younger days, are obviously boring us, but we don't get excited by it. It's an interesting watch, but we're not excited because we enjoyed the solo stuff. But the reason why we tell the truth goes back to what I said at the beginning, is we value your money. And what I mean by that is if we said everything we thought you wanted to hear, then we would recognize that we're getting more Google ad revenue and we're getting more patrons giving us requests. And so we're taking more of your money because we're saying what you want to hear. But we've actually have isolated people or ourselves from people because we tell the truth. But we want to also enjoy what we're listening to. We want to enjoy it with you, but we also like to be challenged, and we love it that people give us stuff outside of our wheelhouse, all that stuff. But at the end of the day, Nathan and I have always been honest. We try to be nice. Sometimes it just comes out where I'm like, oh, this is stupid, or this is irritating me, because we're human. But especially when someone pays for requests, we try not to be too negative per se or too critical because they've given us money. But yeah, thank you. I've seen people we don't overreact, and we just don't. But we do talk about how we feel. If we like the song, we want to hear more. This is good. But that's a real reaction. I don't know who goes to the ice cream parlor, gets new flavor ice cream. I don't get
Vanilla.
I know. Would you just go to the ice cream parlor and go, oh yeah, no, that's
good.
Or,
anyone see it's wilted around the sides here? I don't know if I can eat that. And I want to just add on that. I'll jump on this.
Yeah, of course.
Another thing that I think people don't understand, not always, I think a lot of people get this and like this, but if you watch a lot of other reaction channels and they pause it frequently.
Yeah. Why do they do that, Nathan?
They're trying to get around the YouTube blocker. They're trying to make it so that when it goes on YouTube, that it ends up not being flagged. Okay. And there's a whole deep dive into YouTube channels. I'll just sum it up with this. When we post a video, every video, I would say 98% of the videos we post, they get flagged for copyrighted content. Okay. And there's a whole process we go through to try and see if there's a chance we can get the ad revenue. And sometimes it works out, sometimes it gets blocked. And then that just doesn't even get shown on YouTube. It sits on our Patreon. What I'm trying to get to here is that method that people use where they pause it and talk, that makes it disingenuous, because they're only doing it so they can get the ad revenue. I know that they're pausing so they got some thoughts, they want to say the thoughts, but I've always found that bothersome to watch a reaction where somebody just keeps pausing it, and I know why
who does
you're
that?
pausing.
You know who does that? And this kind of ties into a question here from Samantha. So Nathan and I have watched other reactors. It's tough. The reason why I don't watch other reactors to a certain degree is either A, it depresses me because I see them and I see their reactions. I'm like, how in the world do they have 100,000 views? It's so frustrating because they're so garbagey. And there's some reaction channels that just pump out like 5. I think there's one that does 5 a day or something that's crazy. It's a husband, wife, or boyfriend, girlfriend. And they say nothing. They're always just like, all right, here we go. All right, that was fun. All right, here we go. All right, that was fun. And it's just like, oh, it's so cookie cutter. And they smile and they laugh and they bump their head. It's like their reaction is literally almost the same. Cookie cutter, just
Cut and paste,
I get
do
it.
the same thing, rinse, repeat. Yep.
Anyways, the other thing I want to say to the Samantha as well is, so I do watch other reactions to see, and also to challenge myself to a degree, because there's some that, oh, that was good, or that was interesting. Okay, I see what they're doing there, because I like to better myself. I'm not saying I'm the best at this, or Nathan and I, we know we have a lot to learn and we want to grow. So there's some that I really like, oh, that's okay, interesting. The one thing I think Nathan and I have to do is become black. I think that would work. Then we can listen to rock and roll for the first time. That's how they're lucky. It's a different culture. So in fact, we've talked about that on our channel. We wanted to get more, like we had a couple Tupac requests, which was cool, and we wanted to get more of that because it's the way it goes, right? We're two white guys in the 80s and the 90s listening to music. We didn't listen to NWA. We weren't listening to that music. And so the flip side is you've got these young kids. It's not their music that they're listening to. Their dad, their mom didn't. They weren't listening to Motley Crue, Metallica, and they're going on these channels like, it's not fair, because that's the appeal. It's they're outside their demographic, and in some ways, I guess that's how the One Direction has worked on our channel, because we're older guys, and so we're listening to something that a younger female audience listens to. We've enjoyed it. Anyways, I'm just being silly. Don't get mad at me. There's some truth to that. That's how algorithms work. Okay. Oh, the other thing that annoys me are those stupid, I'm going to say it right now, you can tag this, you can send it to all these channels, the stupid vocal coach reaction channel people, because that's how they get around the algorithm, Nathan. What they do is, let me go back, let's hear that again. And then so what they do is they totally break the algorithm, because they're under the guise of they're critiquing the song, and so they get to pause it. And so it's something that Nathan and I do is algorithms be damned, or sorry, Google ad revenue be damned on our part. We don't get it. It's because we want to hear the song for the first time as we would if you guys weren't around watching us. That's the genuine part that we tried to share, is we're hearing it for the first time. And we've also got in trouble for that too, Nathan, because people say, how come you guys don't know XYZ? It's because we don't know who this band is. We don't know what the song's about. We haven't researched it, because I literally I've turned on the radio. A song can you imagine being in the car on the radio and the FM DJ says, all right, guys, before you listen to the song, I want you to turn to page 5 of your textbook. So I'm going to give you do you get what I'm saying? But people in the comment section are, how come you guys don't know? And the other thing that, get me started. The other thing that bugs me about some of the comments from people is, have you lived under a rock? Can I just say to these people, my question to you is, do you live under a rock? Because what you're saying is that every single human being knows what you know, has experienced what you experience. If you believe that, the reaction channels in general must just blow your mind. because that's the whole point of them, or they're supposed to be, is that you're seeing a person hearing a song that you may like, or an artist that you may like for the first time, and you want to relive that moment of, this song is getting to me, or this song gets me. Anyways, there you go. I'm all over the place. I know we got some stuff to react to here. Nathan, what do you got?
I just want to say, Ellie or Ryan, if you can check on Sam's request here. It sounds like she's paid for.
Yes, Sam. I believe we did get it. Yes, your email came through. We'll get to that in October for sure.
November.
Don't worry about that.
It's November.
Is it November now? Thank you very much, Nathan. We've got a comment here from Rachel. OMG, it's few like that. Those coaches barely even know what they're talking about most of the time. But yes, they do. Rachel, how dare you? What they're saying, it's coming from the throat.
I do want to say there's the occasional one that I don't mind. One I like is the charismatic voice.
I think she's the one that's okay. She doesn't have an English accent, does she?
No.
I think
seems very genuine. She's for the most part.
Sure, don't get me wrong. I like she's pretty. She knows what she's talking about. I get it.
And that's the second part of what you're saying is like, okay, we're not a minority.
We're not a minority. We're white and we're males,
and we don't have boobs.
We don't have boobs. Nathan, we can change our boob. There's things we can do that. Okay, good question here from J Ray. Are you guys going to put the way that the Taylor Swift, we spoke to this, but maybe you missed that, J Ray, and that's fine. Taylor Swift speaks now the Taylor version. We're doing that second half. Like we started with the non-Taylor version. It got released, the Taylor version. So we're just continuing the journey of the album with the Taylor version. We're not going to go back and compare. We just don't know enough to even compare, so it doesn't matter. So we're going to do part 2, but we're doing it one song at a time. So they're going to be trickling out very soon. There's been blocks on them. They're being disputed right now. So they are going to come out. It's going to be something that happens in the next 3 to 4 months. They're going to trickle out. But every song will be reacted to piecemeal, one song at a time. All right?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah,
I
know. I saw it. Nobody wants to see that, but I would be playing with them all day. All right, Nathan, why don't you show one of our early videos there?
Okay, so when we first started the channel, we
wait, before you do, this is great. This is absolutely Hawken. Let me see your name right. I know he followed me on my first channel, so thank you very much, brother. Yes, so I talked to Nathan about this because Nathan's quote unquote behind. So probably what we'll do is I will continue my journey with Nathan beside me. That is something that we've talked about. And then I want people to tell Nathan what songs to listen to that I've already done, because I think he should. I think for his context, I think it'd be good. I did it in chronological order, so I was lucky. I started at the very beginning. But yes, so that is something that's going to happen over the next year or two, in the sense that it's going to be another trickle effect. Because we're always, at the end of the day, we have to do what people pay for first. That's the thing, is people give requests. We have to honor the finances that people have sacrificed. But when we have extra time, those are the kind of projects that Nathan and I will do. Absolutely. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So when we first started, because we had a little more free time, we just did dumb videos. And there's quite a few actually spiced throughout where, nobody watched them.
Nobody watched them. Nobody watches them.
So this one I'm going to show you, this one only had 80 views. And in my opinion, it should have like at least 1,000 views, because I think we did a good job. So let me give you the context for this video. So I had this idea where I would get a clip from a movie, and I sent the clip to Ryan. He watched the movie. He put in his voices for, I think it was the girl or the guy. This is the guy. Then I watched the movie and I made the voices for the girl, but we didn't know what each other were going to say.
Yeah, that's key. So Nathan is a foreign film, so we didn't know what the English was. So we didn't know what the language. So we didn't know what they were saying in the film or in the scene.
Yeah.
I said stuff that I thought the guy was saying. Nathan says stuff that he thought the girl was saying. Then you spliced the two things together. We didn't know what each other. So it wasn't until I saw the final product that you edited where I saw. Yeah. So anyways, I agree, Nathan. Only 80 views. And look, I get it. We get a new sub. Very few people go back and say, I want to see their older stuff. This is we almost have as many concurrent viewers right now as we did. So we're gonna force people to watch this. So is that what we're doing right now? Okay.
Yeah. You're a captive audience.
Doc, you decent?
Yeah, about that. We need to talk.
Listen, let me put my stuff over here. Oh, I dropped something on the floor. Just wait. I'll pick it up. Where'd it go? Here it is. Good. Just a piece of hard licorice.
It's a lot. If you, well,
Let me see your hands.
Fine. It's so pretty. Oh, what? Why?
Man hands.
I don't like it when you do that. Just
Yes, man hands. They're hairy too.
mine. Just get away from me. Just go away. Take your stupid.
One, two,
Look down here.
3,
I don't know what
and
to
we
say.
have 4.
You
I
are.
think we have 5. Yes, 5. And we have 6
I'm killing you with
7.
my face.
and 8.
I
I
just-
even think your man
just
hands
put
could
your
hold this much. You think your
silly
man hands could hold this
You go Jacob Heimer-Schmidt.
I knew they couldn't.
Why would you do that? I like
Watch this bag.
Get me out of here. Get me out of here.
Good girl.
Good girl. Good girl.
Where's that licorice?
See, that's the stuff that Nathan and I enjoy doing. Natalie likes it. Fireshife likes it. History King likes it. Thank you guys. So that's the stuff Nathan and I did at the very beginning of our stupid channel, and I think we should reinvestigate that kind of stuff. I love doing it. It's fun. So again, send a foreign film clip, and I say words, and you say words. We don't know what the other person's saying. I think it's fun.
Yeah. That was fun.
Yeah. Okay. So Nathan, we got another one. Do you want to share, or do you want to wait a bit?
We can wait a bit. We'll maybe save that for
Okay.
the end, but
All right, here we go. Here's some questions. Got some questions. Does it make you guys upset sometimes when an artist comes out with new music and you have to refrain from listening to it because you know someone might request it? Yes, it does absolutely happen for sure. Yeah, a new artist will come up with a song or an album, and we have to wait. That for right now is happening with me with Miley Cyrus. So I'm really enjoying the backyard sessions for Endless Summer album, which I love Miley, and I've been waiting, and people have been doing it. So don't get me wrong, it's been happening. So thank you to those people who've been doing that. Then I get to, because the joy of a reaction channel, I think for the patrons or for the viewers, is that they see us react to a song, right? Or else I could just do it myself, and then we'd not have a channel anymore. So that's a great question. Thank you, Rachel.
for me, like a band right now that I may end up just listening because I love them. It's Collective Soul. I've always loved Collective Soul, and they an album came out that I didn't even know about, and then I told Ryan about it, and we're like, okay, let's react to some of it. But it's like anything, it goes to the back burner because it's not requested, and I'm so close to just listening to it anyway.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, but just maybe wait for a song or two or something like that. But
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So what do we show, Nathan? What do we show that the same idea? This is us just reacting to a childhood memory. There was a commercial that I remembered, and I asked Nathan if he remembered. Now, did you remember the commercial before I talked to you about it, or did you see this commercial for the first time?
I brought it up because I remember.
Okay.
I remember when we were teenagers, we'd throw like little like clips at not clips, but we'd use this commercial as like a joke. Like we'd say there's a key line in this where they go, and we'd use that all the time as just like a joke. But this commercial, I don't know if I'd actually watched it entirely. I remember bits of it, but it was anyway. It's one of the fun videos that didn't get watched on our channel, but when we reacted, so we're now reacting to us reacting to it, which is a little bit meta, but
Okay, yeah. So it's a commercial from our childhood we loved. I think it was a Canadian only, maybe.
yes, it was.
So it's for a canned pasta, like a Chef Boyardee, but you'll see. And tell us what you think of this commercial in general, and you'll see why this imagery or this childhood commercial stuck with us all these years. Here we go. Check it out.
Here we are on YouTube, Ryan. This is a different reaction. This is almost like a revisiting our childhood fear thing here, because you and I grew up during this time, and as we became teenagers, we made fun of this commercial, but I think it legitimately scared you. Is that right?
Yeah, it did. This came out, I guess I was about 8 years old when this was making the rounds on network television. And the idea that I'm eating, I haven't seen this in, let's see, it's 1983 this came out.
Almost 40 years.
30, yeah, so almost 40 years ago. I'm a kid, I'm 8 years old, I'm watching TV, and I'm like, oh, that's great. I would love to have some pasta pasta from a can from a kid was like a Christmas treat. Did you ever, like, that was like a treat? Did you ever get pasta from a can?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
That was like
so sugary. Yeah.
like we never got that kind of food when I was a kid. Okay, so getting alphagettis I had 3 brothers. We would have eaten 5 cans each a day. Anyways, but all I remember for this commercial is, if I remember correctly, because we used to make fun of it growing up, but I haven't watched this in 40 years.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like a kid, he's eating his lunch, and all of a sudden this alien creature comes in out of nowhere.
Yeah.
and he is made out of the actual meal that you're eating, and then he wants to eat it too, and he's trying to take it.
Does anyone know this commercial? I'm just curious. Does anyone know what the commercial is? I'm just curious who's going to see this commercial for the first time with us. Yeah,
From you.
Yeah.
And that scared the crap out of me as a kid because I'm like, if I ever eat this stuff, this alien is going to come in my kitchen, try to grab my food, but he's also made out of the thing that you're eating. I never understood that. He's made out of gobblegets or whatever. And if I remember the correct, so let's see how much we get. So the kid's like, and he had this weird fake accent or something.
Oh, so we haven't seen this commercial like 3 decades or something. So we're trying to remember the commercial too. Okay.
Yeah.
Something that didn't match his voice, I think.
I don't remember.
I'm seeing how much I can get right here.
Okay.
He goes, "You're alphabet gobba," and then the creature's like gobbly-getty. It's like it creeps up on the kid as he's eating, and we never really see how it's resolved.
I don't remember any of this. Okay.
Okay, so let's see how much I got right.
I want to just say this is a Canadian commercial. So
is it?
It's not an American commercial. It's a Canadian only commercial. So that's why we know this. And so many, I bet a lot of people in the United States never saw this commercial.
Okay, after watching, let me know if my fears were sound or not. Remember, I'm 8 years old watching this. Okay, let's see if I'm still scared of this.
8 years old.
If you want to hang on to your Alphagetti, watch out for the Alphagetti Gobbler. The Alphagetti Gobbler loves to gobble up those delicious little spaghetti letters and wiggly little words. Oh, hey, there he is now. Gobbledygoody. Ooh, so cheesy and tomatoey and so much fun to eat. Watch out for the Alphagetti, gobbledygoody.
Yeah, see, okay, go back. It opens right away. Okay, I forgot that. It opens right away with the creature. Like, he's in your kitchen. And this is hilarious. We have a creature in our... It was...
They're all like laughing.
Like, watch out for the Alphagetti Gobbler. The Alphagetti Gobbler
loves to gobble
get
away from my stuff.
Spaghetti letters and wiggly...
Go back. Okay, him sliding across.
Delicious little
the freak is singing.
How he moves.
Right here.
Oh, like... When he like...
The Alphagetti Gobbler.
With the little spoons going... Look at her face! Hey, that's like legit fear.
Yeah, she's afraid. Okay,
Alphagetti Gobbler loves to gobble up those
she's looking over.
Delicious little spaghetti letters and wiggly little words.
Wiggly little words. No, wait, stop. Now he's about to say,
or words.
There he is. It doesn't make sense. He's about to say, this creature, the Alphagetti Gobbler, he's about to say, there he is now. But then, what? Is he speaking to himself in the third person? Because he's exclaiming, there he is now, himself, the creature. Listen.
Let's go back and hear it.
Spaghetti letters and wiggly little words. Oh, hey, there he is now.
There's who? The kid that he's going to take his Alphagetti from?
Check out the rest of the video on but that's the kind of stuff that Nathan and I we would do or did at the beginning, so to speak. And I admit I kind of miss doing stuff like that. So yeah, if you have any ideas, dear listeners or whatever, things we could maybe look at that's weird or different, snippet videos, things like that. Like we're always, that's the thing. I think we maybe don't say that enough. We're always interested in reacting to Reddit videos or anything like that. Anything that's creepy, weird, different, crazy that we haven't seen before. We would love to do that with you. So if there's something like that, those type of videos too, I think would be fun to watch on our channel. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm crying laughing at that video.
I still don't understand who the creature's talking to when the creature says, there he is now.
You missed the best part at the end.
Oh, what was it? Let's go back if you want.
Where he does the act.
I just wanted to say to our subscribers.
This kid looks genuinely a little bit peeved off. But what I don't understand is why does this kid have an Oliver Twist voice out of the blue like this?
So cheesy. Yeah.
That's true. I don't know. Why did they overdub that kid with that? Why is it Oliver Twist?
It's like they got a 12-year-old kid. Hey, you want to do the Oliver Twist? No, he is. You're the Alphagetti Gobbler. It's like a Monty Python all of a sudden.
I gotta watch it just one more time.
All right.
Okay.
I just want to say this just in another good comment on our channel. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
God, you guys are a bunch of girls. All right. Thank you very much from John.
That's
it's actually against somebody that I recognize their name a little bit. I'm not gonna lie to you. Somebody, mad at us for doing Taylor Swift. So there you go. So that's what I mean. These are people that it's just so funny. He goes on to say that she bores me with her modern style and untalented samey lyrics. Ooh, there you go. That's okay.
And don't watch it
Yeah, I know. The funny thing is, you don't have to watch the reactions, but
Yeah.
I'm glad you commented to say that. And saying there were a bunch of girls, that's an old school
Yeah.
hack.
That was
Okay.
funny in the 90s.
Yeah, I guess that might have hurt my feelings when I was 6, but sure, I'm a
Yeah.
girl. Okay, cool. Next. Anyways, so Nathan, we're going to be wrapping up here. This has been a fun live. Yeah, okay. We're just thrilled that anyone watches this. I'm surprised we even have 10 people watching us live at any time or after this goes live. We just want to say thank you to everyone who likes what we do. We're going to continue doing it. We're going to have fun doing it.
Yeah, stick around for what's to come. We're not shifting our focus. I think we're still plowing ahead, but we are interested in doing a little more TV and movie and stuff. I think that's not a change because we've been doing it already, but we want to add a little bit more. So that is coming. I am going to finish Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon. That's been like on my mind forever. I'm running into some time where I might have a little bit of free time soon, so that's a very high possibility.
But yeah, so yeah, join our Patreon. You can join it for free. There is a free option. I'm not sure what that gives you. I think it gives you all the updates and everything like that. And sometimes we do release free things. So join our Patreon for that. Join our Discord. It's completely free. That's where we always announce when we go live on our StreamYard. The StreamYard is free to watch when it first goes live, like Twitch, but then it gets shut down or behind a patron paywall after we go live. Yeah. So I think that's everything. Any other questions or anything you think of before we head out? I think that will be all right.
If there's no more questions from anyone else out there, I think we're ready to sign off. And I know how much everyone loves it when I play the flute, so I'll play a little flute for us to sign off. Ready? Just for you, J-Ray.
We done?